What's up, guys? Let's get into another trade recap of July 2nd, second day of the month. Absolute banger, 1-to-1 RR. Got my piece of the pie, really simple trade, though, like very easy breakdown today, and I think you're really going to enjoy this one. So, let's get into the daily bias. So, on the daily bias, I was very heavily bullish. Why am I bullish? Well, about 2 or 3 days ago, we opened up this daily bullish gap here, and we, as you can see, we're currently reacting out of that. Could send prices higher, maybe back up to these highs, and all of this daily low resistance here. That was kind of my idea. Same thing on the 4-hour. We're respecting 4-hour gaps, disrespecting bearish gaps. Overall bullish in this market maker buy model. See this U shape. Honestly, just want to be taking longs up to this high, maybe here. Just longs look really good hourly. Alright, so what was my idea or my narrative coming into today? So I really liked all of this low resistance here. I wanted to see price retrace into a fair value gap and then take out all of this low resistance here. These highs are very good draws, getting stacked liquidity there. So what fair value gap did I use? Well, if we zoom in here, we have this bullish hourly gap right here. It's very tiny, but it's still a fair value gap. And so that was my kind of narrative that I wanted to see. I wanted to see a Judas swing or a manipulation down into that hourly gap at market open, which we got. And then I wanted to see distribution higher. And also, another big thing for me was I wanted to see what the other markets did. And as you can see, we accumulated here, manipulated during Asia to London, and expecting distribution higher during New York. So that was also helped with my daily bias a lot too. So yeah, I wanted to see manipulation to this hourly gap and then take longs out of it. Okay, so let me see. Okay, yeah, so that is exactly what happened. And also, I want to make sure on my trades that ES is also in a place of distribution. I don't want to just be taking longs if ES isn't hitting anything. So if we go into the hourly, there really wasn't. Let me go to MES real quick. There really wasn't much going into the day except for this 15-minute intermediate low here, which got swept as soon as market opened. That's what sent price higher. It's also a 30-minute, I want to say. Yeah. So that 30-minute intermediate low is what sent price higher. You got a Judas swing into that. Honestly, that was what's it called? That's what led ES to be distributing higher, and I think there was a bunch of bullish SMTs with this because as soon as market opened, ES manipulated that 30-minute ITL and these equal lows and then just distributed and ripped higher. So we were forming a bunch of bullish SMTs, which gave me more conviction in this trade. So now that I know ES is in a place of distribution, NASDAQ is in a place of distribution, what's my next step? Well, I have to wait for a confirmation confluence, which is my IFEG, right? So if I go back to NASDAQ, there wasn't really many clean 1 minutes. I guess I could have taken this 1 minute here, but what's my rule with taking inverse as well? I want to take the highest time frame inversion on the manipulation leg, right? In this case, it wasn't a 1 minute. There was a 3 minute, I want to say. No, there was a 3 minute. But why didn't I take the 3 minute? Well, because there was a 5 minute. All right, you want to take the highest time frame manipulation, highest time frame inversion in the manipulation leg. In this case, it was a 5-minute bearish gap. I wanted to see that get inversed. It did right here. I put my limit order a little bit lower just to get some better RR. And it got filled right here. And it just ran straight to TP break even at this 5-minute intermediate high, because this is a place where price could react off of and send price lower. Even though there's a lot of conviction to send price higher, bouncing off an hourly gap, bullish SMT, 5-minute inverse, TP at this high. Even though there's a lot of conviction to go up, you still want to have a break-even point because this 5-minute could mess up your whole trade. So I went break-even there at this candlestick. This candlestick filled me and then ripped higher. Now, why did I TP here and catch TP out before we had this downtrend? It would have been a break-even trade for me if I would have went for this high. Why did I not go for the high? Well, simple, because I wanted a 1-to-1, my piece of the pie. I set my stop at what I've been doing recently is, yeah, I want to be putting my take profit at key levels for price to go to, but I also want to be getting my one-to-one. So I want to be putting my stop at a reasonable place. For me, I didn't use the whole leg because I didn't think there was any reason to come down that low. We should have a protected low within that hourly fair value gap. I didn't want price to come any higher than this, realistically. So I set it, my stop to where I wanted. I think I had it like right here, and I just put my take profit at a one-to-one. There's no reason to go for any higher. I guess this high makes sense to put it at. It would have went a 1-to-2. However, if I'm trading strictly one-to-ones, I should be getting my piece of the pie. And I mean, look how it played out. We got a 1-to-1, and it manipulated lower, manipulating my break-even point and then ripping higher. But yeah, TP on this trade, very nice trade. Up 500 on evals, and very nice today. It's very simple. I mean, the idea or narrative is the higher time frame is bullish. We want to get some accumulation. Or no, sorry, hold on, let me redo this. Alright, so higher time frame is bullish, and what that means is we're going to start to form bullish fair value gaps, like so. We opened up an hourly gap. I wanted to see price come in and fill that. Come fill that hourly gap, form like an SMT, maybe not necessary, but an SMT adds more conviction, and then get a 5-minute inversion to trade this leg higher. So like hit that hourly higher time frame gap, get that 5-minute inversion like right there, enter there, break even at that unfill or that high, and then target something like that, and just take a long based off of that. That's kind of the idea with this trade, and that's exactly how it played out. So yeah, that's a trade recap of July 2nd, 2026. So yeah, peace.